What's up, everyone? My name is Keon, and I'm a trainer at Shreds Gym in Ladera Ranch, California. And today I'm going to be taking you through an upper body HIIT style workout. So with that said, let's get right into it. Okay, so for this workout, you're only going to need very minimal equipment. Dumbbells, if you have them, are great. If not, you could use anything around your house that will add some resistance. So you could use water bottles filled with water, water jugs, bags with books in them, whatever you can find, okay? Backpacks with stuff in it, like I said. So the workout we're going to be doing that I'm going to take you through, this is the workout, okay? So if you want to pause it, take a look at it. What we're going to do, we're going to do a warm-up, 3 rounds of a warm-up, and then go into 3 different stations. Each station is going to be 3 exercises long. You're going to complete each exercise for 30 seconds, then take a 15-second rest, go on to the next exercise, and repeat each station 4 times. So with that said, I'm going to demonstrate the exercises for you, and then we can get into it. So we're going to start with the warm-up, okay? So the warm-up is going to be 30 jumping jacks, 12 plank shoulder taps, and 10 dying bugs. So you guys all probably know what a jumping jack is. Your hands are going to go up and your feet are going to come out. So just like that, we're going to do that 30 times, okay? Then we're going to go into what are called plank shoulder taps. So I'm going to bring this down, and all you're going to do is you're going to get into a plank position. I like to go on my knuckles, but you're more than welcome to go flat on your palm as well. It's just more comfortable for me. So you're going to get into this position, okay? You're going to spread your feet apart a little bit. Make sure your core is nice and tight, your glutes are tight. All you're going to do is tap your shoulder nice and slowly, okay? And what you want to avoid is shifting your hips too much, okay? Because that's going to take a lot of the work away from your core. So what this looks like from the side, okay, is you're going to get into a plank position. Make sure your core is nice and tight. See that right there? You don't want your back to be rounding. Core engaged, glutes engaged, and you're just tapping side to side. Then we're going to go into a dying bug, okay? Now for a dying bug, you want to line your back. Line your back. Might need more room than this. So I'm going to bring this over. And pardon my cat. He's going to try and bite me throughout the video, but don't mind him. So you're going to go onto your back. Your feet are going to be in this chair position, hands straight in the air. And all you're going to do is you're going to brace your core. You can do so by taking a breath into your stomach and kind of pulling your rib cage down and pressing your back into the ground. So see, kind of here, and then I'm flexing down. All you're going to do is one leg out and your opposite arm back, and then you switch. Notice how the hand that's not moving stays straight up. So opposite arm out, opposite arm, opposite leg. There you go, just like that whole time. You want to make sure you're engaging your core, okay? You're going to do that 10 times, so it's going to be 30 jumping jacks, 20 plank shoulder taps, so each side is 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, and then 10 dying bugs, each side again is 1, so you can do 5 a side. Then we're going to get into the crux of the workout, okay? So what we're going to do is station 1 is going to be 4 rounds of push-ups, supinated dumbbell rows, and a curled up press, okay? So everybody probably knows what a push-up is by now, but I'll demonstrate it really quickly, okay? So you're gonna get down in this position. Again, you could do it flat on your palms. I like to do it on my wrist or on my knuckles, easier on my wrist. You're gonna get into that plank position. Again, core tight, glutes tight. Don't let that round. So right here, and all you're gonna do is go down and come back up, okay? Go down and come back up. That's too hard. You can go from your knees down, come back up, okay? Or what you can do is you can find like a table or a desk, something like this. Let me show you here. So I have my dressing cabinet here. You could go put your hands on the surface, the elevated surface here, and do incline push-ups just like that. Okay, so those are some modifications you can make. You're gonna do push-ups for 30 seconds, and then we're gonna go into supinated grip dumbbell rows. So for that, you're gonna take whatever weight you have, okay? So we're gonna start it off like we're doing a Romanian deadlift. I want you to make sure your core is nice and tight, and you're going to sit your hips back once you get into this position where you have a nice neutral back and nice neutral back and your core and glutes are engaged. You're gonna turn so your palms so that they're facing out, and all you're gonna do is drive your elbows back and row. You're gonna squeeze your shoulder blades together at the top, and you're gonna row towards your belly button. So what that looks like from the side, get your dumbbells here, core tight, drop into this position, palms facing out, and you're gonna row, okay? Row to your stomach. And you're gonna do that for 30 seconds, and then you're gonna rest for 15 and go on to the next exercise. Next exercise is gonna be a curl to press. So what I want you to do is make sure your core is nice and tight, glutes are engaged as well, and I want you to bring your shoulders down and back. So shoulders aren't gonna be here, it's gonna be here, okay? See how my chest is out, my shoulders are retracted and depressed, meaning pulled down and back. From here, we're gonna curl the weight up, turn them, and then press overhead, okay? And back down. So let me raise the camera a little bit so you can see that more effectively. So again, core tight, glutes engaged, shoulders down and back, curl, turn, press overhead, back down. Curl, turn, press overhead, back down for 30 seconds. And then rest 15. And after resting for 15 seconds, you're gonna go back into push-ups. And like I said, you'll repeat this 4 times through. So that's going to be station 1. When station 1 is done, you can rest for about a minute to a minute and 30 seconds. And then we're going on to station 2. Station 2 is going to be floor press, plank rows, and dumbbell thrusters. Okay, so what you're going to do for floor press is you're going to get your dumbbells or whatever weight you're using. If you're using like water bottles or water jugs, okay, you're gonna get on the ground. Your knees are gonna be bent, your feet flat on the ground. You're gonna lay down like this. And all you're gonna do is from here, elbows are touching the ground. You're going to press the weight up and then come back down. Press the weight up and come back down. A lot of mistake I see clients I work with make is that they let their joints come out of alignment. So I'm going to show you from here. See how my wrists and my elbows are nice and stacked here as I come up, and they stay stacked as I come down. So a lot of people, what they'll do is they press up, and then as they come down, they'll kind of like come down like this. See how my wrist is not aligned with my elbow now, or they'll come out like this. My wrist is not aligned with my elbow here. So you want everything to be nice and stacked for the maximum or optimum force transfer. So up and back down. Okay, we're gonna do that for 30 seconds and then go into the next exercise. And I should mention that joint alignment concept applies to almost every exercise. So including rows. So when you're rowing, you want your joints to be aligned. When you're doing push-ups, same deal. Just keep that in mind. So now, after you do floor press, we're gonna go into what's called a plank row. Okay, so just like the name sounds, we're gonna get into a plank position. Same concepts still apply here. You wanna keep your core nice and tight, glutes tight. You can go from either your knuckles or your flat hands. Okay, you're gonna get into the plank position. And from here, grab your dumbbell and row it back. Okay, and you wanna drive your elbow back as you do this, okay? And again, you want to avoid shifting your hips too much or letting that lower back round like this, okay? So that's going to be plank rows. If that's too difficult for you, Go from your knees, same concept here. Core nice and tight, glutes tight. Here, driving our elbows back. Okay, here, driving our elbows back. Now notice how far my elbow goes back. It's not going all the way up there, just going a little bit right, a little bit past the body, okay? That's all you really need, okay? So that's gonna be a plank row. If that still is too tough, you can just go back to doing the normal rows as we did in station 1. That's totally fine, okay? After plank rows, we're gonna go into dumbbell thrusters, okay? So what a thruster is basically kind of like a squat with a shoulder press, kind of. You can think of it like that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your weights here, okay? You're gonna do like a mini squat and then press the weights up. Mini squat, press the weights up. And this is an explosive movement, so I want you to go fast. Again, let me move the camera up so you can see it a little bit better. But same principles apply here. Core tight, get your weights here. Squat, mini squat, and press. Mini squat and press as fast as you can, okay? It's an explosive movement. Really gonna get your heart rate up and work your entire body almost, okay? So that's gonna be a dumbbell thruster. Again, we're gonna do that for 30 seconds, rest for 15, move on to the rest. So what station 2 is gonna look like, 30 seconds of floor press followed by 15 seconds of rest, 30 seconds of plank rows followed by 15 seconds of rest, and then into 30 seconds of dumbbell thrusters followed by 15 seconds of rest, and repeat that 3 more times. Now, from there, again, you can go into a minute to a minute and a half worth of rest, and then into station 3. Station 3 is going to involve an isometric tricep kickback, lateral raises, and dumbbell pull-throughs, okay? So for the isometric tricep kickbacks, what I want you to do, grab your dumbbells, okay? In a neutral grip such as this, you are again going to hinge your hips back here, find a nice neutral spine, starting position, keep your core nice and tight, squeeze your glutes. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring your elbows here and bring your dumbbells back. And you're gonna hold this for the entire 30 seconds. Now, it's going to be tough, so you probably will have to drop at some point during the 30 seconds, assuming you're using heavy enough weight, and that's totally fine as long as you go back into it, okay? So we're not doing a lot of constant movement. We're just going and we're holding it there, okay? After that, 30 seconds, we're gonna go into 30 seconds of lateral raises. So for lateral raises, I want you to get the dumbbells by your side, keep your core nice and tight, glutes engaged. All you're going to do is, with a slight bend in your arm, you're gonna bring your shoulders up. You're gonna bring the weights up, just like that, okay? Again, here, just like on all of the exercises, I want you to keep your core tight, I want you to keep your glutes tight, I want you to keep your shoulders down and back, and then we're just going up to right around shoulder height, okay? You don't need to go any higher. You don't need to bring them all the way up here. You just need to go until shoulder height, okay? And with a slight bend in your arm. All right, and the last exercise for the exercise is going to be a dumbbell pull through. So what that is you get again into plank position. All right. Now, hey, stop it. Okay, I'm gonna get into a plank position. If my cat will let me. Okay, you're gonna get into a plank position. Okay, core tight, glutes tight. All you're gonna do is pull the dumbbell through. Look at that, I'm pulling it through. Here, pulling it through, okay? If that's too tough, again, you can go from your knees. Here, pull through. Here, pulling through, okay? We're gonna do that for 30 seconds. So station 3 is gonna look like 30 seconds of the isometric tricep kickback, 30 seconds of the lateral raises, and 30 seconds of the dumbbell pull-throughs, 15 seconds of rest in between each, and repeat it 4 times. Now that should give you about a 40 to 45-minute workout, really get your heart rate up and put on some muscle as well. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you try it out. Let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.